Do you want to know how to elevate your next dinner party with simple yet stunning French canapés? The kind that you would find in a Michelin star restaurant.
Oh, well, it's an easy one actually, because we are going to propose 3 recipes of canapés that are amazing. First one is going to be a rillette de saumon or salmon rillette. Fantastic. The second one will be a tapanade from Provence, olive-based spread, amazing. And the third one will be toast with œuf de lampe, something that we do in French just to elevate your dinner parties. And we will use actually caviar for our version.
Sounds so good. I know as we entered into the fall season just recently, I've been thinking so much about your mom and how every holiday or Christmas, really, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, there's always this spread of these canapés, and they sort of bring out one after the other, and it brings back so many great memories. I'm sure it does for you too.
It does as well, exactly. The first recipe we'll talk about is the rillette de saumon. It's by far my favorite spread. And a funny fact about this, do you know the story about rillette?
No, not at all.
It's so funny actually. They used that in the 15th century, not with salmon, right? But with pork, to conserve, to keep the meat fresh, or at least to keep the meat longer. And they were storing it in fat.
Okay.
And that's actually super interesting. And we know it in French because we eat with pork. It's a pork-based rillette, which is the pâté, the poor man's pâté.
Okay.
That's how they call it basically. But
pâté is the poor man's foie gras.
Exactly. I mean, you see that? It's like kind of where it's gonna stop.
Yeah.
And that version that we're gonna do today is actually a more modern version, obviously, with salmon. When I go back in France, I usually, either we cook it or we are buying it in one of those traiteurs. That delicacy is fantastic. You usually serve it, New Year's Eve, Christmas dinner, as well as some occasion with your family around the table. Prepare it with little toasts, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Because when we say rillette, are we talking about the toast itself with a spread on top?
No.
I mean, no.
No, the rillette is actually the spread itself.
Okay.
The spread itself. And we will prepare it with 2 different types of salmon. A salmon that we will poach ourselves, and we'll use one of the most fantastic tastes in it. It's anise. We're gonna almost like marinate it and then cook it, and then use it also with another hot smoked salmon. You want a smokiness in it, so you have 2 types of salmon, so different texture in it, and it's with some butter, it's with some chives. It's really, really fantastic, really fresh, but at the same time rich. Can't wait to share that with you.
Yeah. So should we get started and make the salmon rillette?
Let's go. You're gonna enjoy it so much.
I can't wait to have it.
Of course, when we say rillette de saumon or salmon rillette, we say salmon, right? And so we have 2 kinds of salmon here. We have first this salmon. Let me talk to you about that one. This one, we prepared it, we bought it raw, and we did a couple of things to it. So first of all, you want to take off the skin. If the skin is on it, you can take it off. Then what we did, we poured on top of it a liquor. So technically in French, we would have poured Pernod on this salmon. What is Pernod? It's actually an anise-based liquor, and it was actually back in the days absinthe. And then they had to change absinthe because absinthe got forbidden, and they created another type of liquor called Pernod. We could not find this here in Texas, so what we've done, we did a little trick. We actually mixed an anise extract with vodka, and all together does the same job, and we poured that on top of the raw salmon. Okay, then we did a little bit of fleur de sel, which is a big grain of salt, if you will, and we put salt on it, we put white pepper on it, and we let it sit for 30 minutes. Okay, room temperature, no problem. In the meantime, on the stove, what we've done, we put together in a saucepan a couple of different things. We put bay leaf, we put some water, we put some white wine, we put some peppercorn, we put as well red onions and leeks. and celery. You put all of that in, you let it simmer for 25 minutes, and when you're done, you right away put the salmon in it and you poach it for 10 minutes off the stove. And this kind of hot broth is going to slow cook your salmon very well. You're gonna smell this amazing like aromas coming from that pan. That's amazing. After it's done, you put it for 45 minutes in the fridge, and it comes out like this, as you can see. On top of that, we have hot smoked salmon here. We're gonna mix that together. It's gonna bring a nice flavor together. The second thing I want to talk about, we have the crème fraîche. We decided to do half and half, crème fraîche and skyr. Skyr brings a little bit of acidity and gets the right flavor that we want, we like, and that actually is the closest with the French crème fraîche. So that's why we are using that mix. Really cool trick. On top of that, we have olive oil, of course, we have lemon juice, we do have as well some shallots, and we have chives that we chopped, and some smoked paprika. The first thing we're gonna do now is going over the stove, and we'll take it from there. All right, over medium heat, you're going to melt your tablespoon of butter, and you're going to incorporate your shallots. Cook the shallots until softened. All right, while those shallots are cooling, I'm going to flake the salmon. We put the butter, cream, shallots that have cooled off. When you're done, you can store it easily in the fridge for several days, and then you can serve it either cold or room temperature with some nice toast. It's amazing.
Well, the poaching was so interesting to me, the way that you boiled the kind of soup or whatever you want to call it, and then put the salmon in and turn the fire off.
See how, without direct contact to heat, right?
Yeah.
Cooks the fish. The aromas are all coming inside the meat of the fish. It was amazing, right? And keeps it like perfect temperature, which I love it.
And then with the anise, you can smell it in the meat. It actually smells like this anise that you marinated it in.
Exactly, and that is exactly what triggers my memory. It's sometimes you have like visual memory. I have olfactive, like smell memory, if you will, like a vacuum back in France. That's just like memory on the plate right here.
Yeah, and same for me now. I mean, after 8 years of visiting France and seeing you and your family together, it's become such a nostalgic thing that I really look forward to in sharing these type of appetizers that come out. So I get truly excited when they show up on the table from your mom.
It's
so
amazing. I'm so happy about that.
You want to give it a try?
I can't wait, actually.
All right. And on our homemade bread, too. That's exciting. I know we do this every time we cook. That is so good.
It's amazing.
And I made this once before after you had made some smoked salmon on the grill. And I did it with just the smoked salmon. I didn't add in the poached salmon. This is like something that you would have truly in a Michelin star restaurant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The second spread that we will do, or second canapé that we will do today, is the tapenade. Tapenade is really the best spread for actually summertime. We're gonna use 2 types of olives. I always think when I eat tapenade, I always think being outside, eating outside with a glass of rosé.
When I think of tapenade, I'm thinking like it's coming from Spain or somewhere.
Granted the fact that tapenade is an old preparation, like it's ancient, and I'm sure that in Greece, in Italy, there was some version of it, but The one that really got recorded in a recipe was in, I think, in the 1800s, in Provence actually. It's coming from the south of France, using the olives, using the herbs of Provence, and creating this amazing spread. I read something very interesting about tapenade. It was a great way for fishermen to bring food on the boat, and they were preparing that and going at sea basically, and it was not going bad.
And the anchovies you use are shipped from Italy.
From Italy, very fresh, one of the best brands, and we'll put the link in the description below. Really something that is second to none.
All right, I can't wait to go try it.
Let's do it. I can't wait. So first of all, let's talk about the olives, the star of the show. We have Castelvetrano olives, so the green one, and the Kalamata olives for the black ones. On top of that, the anchovy, we are importing it from Italy. We are also going to put 3 leaves of basil. Full leaves, you don't have to chop it. We also have the olive oil. We have also minced garlic and capers. And we have as well lemon juice, as you can see here. This is one of the most complex things that I'm gonna do here. I'm going to put everything in the blender. That's as simple as it is. So let's go. So this is the next one, the tapenade from Provence. That brings me back to Barcelona. Went there, discovered the tapas there, and of course some of them use tapenade, and this is just fantastic. That brought me back there in front of a flamenco show. Yeah. So I'm so glad that we did it at home. I'm so glad that we can share it with you, and I can't wait to sink my teeth.
Let's give it a try.
All right, let's go.
Oh, wow. The olive oil quality, the olive oil that you used, and the lemon juice.
And the lemon juice.
We've been ordering from the Olive Oil Hunter, which is what he's called, and we can put the link below so you can check it out yourselves. We've been ordering from him for years, and every quarter it's like a present that shows up on your front door, and he alternates, Chile or Australia or Spain or Italy. And it comes with a booklet and it tells you about the olive oils. But ever since we switched to this kind of olive oil, we don't go back. We've never been back to the grocery stores type.
It's so worth it.
This would be a great complement to our tomate farci recipe that you made.
Hey, let's do it, right? Like you have the appetizer, then you have your tomate farci. You eat outside, you grab a bottle of rosé, and your friends or your family gonna want to come back next weekend for the next show, right? Because it's so
really does elevate the dinner party game, and something so fresh but so simple. So
yeah,
for sure worth it.
For sure worth it. Let's do it. The third recipe that we will do together is an interesting one, and one that is very dear to my heart because it's really linked to tons of memories in France. It's toast with œufs de lampe. And we have 2 colors. We have red ones and black ones. Interesting, right? It's a kind of a checker when you are serving it.
True, because when your mom serves it, it's like a red and a black.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Now I remember that.
Today we are going to elevate a little bit the game. We will use caviar. A caviar that we love using, not too expensive, and we will use our own bread for the toast as well, so it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, the baguette recipe that we did recently, and we'll put the link in below as well.
We will as well use another type of spread under the caviar. We will use a crème fraîche with the simplest ingredients in it. All right, well, let's go.
All right, let's go make the third one.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We are going to prepare a nice cream. To do that, we'll start with the crème fraîche.
All right, now we're at the last one. This is the pièce de résistance, or what does that even mean?
Well, it means the main dish, but yeah, I'll say it's definitely one of the highlights, right?
So for you, it doesn't mean what we think it means, which is like the top like option or
No,
choice.
plat de résistance, pièce de résistance, en tout cas plat de résistance is usually the main course, if you will.
Okay.
Le plat de résistance.
We just take your words and do whatever we want with them, you know?
Look, it still works. What a great usage of our bread right there, right?
Oh my gosh.
With this crème fraîche and this caviar, I can't wait to taste it. Let's do it.
That's so good. You know what that
Musical.
reminds me of? The first time we had caviar together in New Orleans at a restaurant where they brought us a staircase of caviar. Do you remember this dish with a staircase of different caviar?
It was just fantastic. It was
That's so good.
and it brought us right away there.
So fresh tasting.
Yeah, that's why I love crème fraîche. It's different than sour cream in the sense of there's a lighter taste on it.
This is amazing.
Amazing.
Well, 3 canapés going into the holidays. We should build our recipe list for the coming holidays, and I think this is an intro into that.
I agree, and what an intro, right?
All right, it was amazing. Thank you again, baby.
Thank you.
Oh, is this butter? No, it's not butter.
It's not better. I hope you enjoyed this video today. It was like just a simple way to start any meals with family, and really a trip back to memory lane, like an amazing for me. Like it was so cool to share that with you all, and I hope you enjoy it. Like always, please like this video, subscribe to our channel. Please also don't hesitate to take a picture of your dish and post it on Instagram. Tag us. It's always a pleasure to see like you guys doing those recipes and enjoying this food.
Well, thanks, y'all.
And à bientôt.